Hi, my name is Yogi Patel, and today I am presenting my PHP final project. So, starting from the PowerPoint presentation, uh, here is my first slide. So, the project title is Employee Management System, which consists of three parts. Part 1, that is admin login page, which logins to the admin. Part 2 is the worker login page, which logins to the worker. And the part 3 is where the employee data is saved, and it saves the data of the employee. Moving on, we have the part 1, that is admin login. This is the first part for the project that is entirely for manager or admins. They insert the data for the employees, their names and ID. This system is for managers who hire new employees and collect their data. Further, there is the employee login page in which the employee enters his employee ID and password. His data is then saved in a txt file. So now is the time for the code explanation. So the code consists of various .php pages which are interconnected with each other to provide a valid output. So the first page is index page, which is the initial page that a user encounters when accessing the application. This page highlights the layout of the index page, pointing out the navigation links prominently displayed. It highlights the login options available for both workers and administrators and briefly mentions that these options lead to separate authentication processes. Then we have the admin login page, which is where the administrators log in to gain access to the administrative features. Administrators input their credential, including a username and password, into the designated fields. It emphasizes that successful authentication grants them access to the admin dashboard. Then we have the admin dashboard, which is the control center for administrators. It explains that administrators can manage user accounts through this dashboard and highlight the feature that allows administrators to add new users using an input form. This form collects user details such as username and passwords for addition to the system. We have the worker login page, and when we look in the depth of this page, we can see that the workers log in to access their personalized content. The worker enter their unique credentials, including a username and password, to verify their identity. This authentication process grants them the access to their individual dashboard. Then we have the worker dashboard, which is the hub for the worker's daily tasks. It focuses on successful login. Workers are presented with a dashboard displaying the tasks for the day. The tasks are assigned randomly for the workers to do on a daily basis. Then we have the most crucial data, a part of the application, that is the storage. The users.txt file is utilized to store user credentials securely, ensuring user authentication. Highlights the task.txt file, which contains the tasks assigned to the workers. This emphasizes that these files play a key role in delivering the relevant information to the users. So in conclusion, to summarize, the PHP language is entirely used for this web application's functionality. The highlight is that PHP is the core scripting language driving the application's crucial features such as the user authentication and session management, reinforcing the idea that these functionalities ensure secure access to specific content based on user roles. Now moving forward to the code, we have the different .php files. The first index.php, worker.php, dashboard.php, and admin dashboard.php. So first of all, we run the code on the PHP server. So we get the main index page where we can see all the navigations and all. So first we have to log in the admin. So by default we have the admin username as admin and the admin password as 01. So we have to log in. So now we have to add a new user, which we can give any name. So for example, I'm giving the user the name example 2 and the password will be 20. So we have to just click on add user to add the user data. So we can now observe that we have received the name example2 and the password that is 20. So now we can log out, and now as an employee, if I log in as the worker logger, so we can just example2 and the password will be 20. So on login, I can just get my task of today, that is to ensure all tools are returned, attend a Teams meeting. So these are the daily tasks for today that are randomly selected. And when I click on log out, I can just go back to the first page. And if I enter another name, uh, if I add another person like Yogi0701 and password 07, and just adding the user, we can just see that the task will get updated. So the name was Yogi01 and the password 07. So on logging in, we can see now the task has changed. Some of the same like update the daily logbook, report any suspicious activities to security. So these are the tasks for Yogi. So on clicking not on logout, we just go back to the first page. So this is the small project, which is a small like a POS system for the employees. This project is very helpful for managers to keep access to the employees, and the employees can use this data to access their daily tasks and updates. Now, if we look at to the uh, if we look out to the .txt files where the data is saved, we can see two files: the users file, which is acts like a database, which has the name of the person and their passwords. So we have like four people: Yogi, which the name and the password is 90. So these are the users name which the admin enters, that is saved on the users file. And here are the tasks which are generated randomly. I have included a lot of tasks for the workers, so this way the code functions like this. So the main purpose of this code is to access for the managers to access, workers can get their everyday tasks and updates. So this is a very small project which also includes CSS and HTML. And so this is the basic code. So the main thing that this project highlights is that what the production workers do. Like for example, on a small retail store, there are a lot of tasks which needs to be assigned. So if a person does it, take a lot of time. There is a data on a computer. The person can just access by using his work ID and password. So it is secure, and the work is done very fast. And this way, this POS system is just a highlight to the all those retail systems that work under these circumstances. So I got this idea as I work as a part-time in a subway, which also has a POS system. So the managers give us our employee IDs and passwords. So similar like that, I've created the employee worker portal where we get our passwords from the admin and the user IDs. So this is my project. I hope you like it. Thank you and have a nice day.